Hello, I'm Kevin Pleasant.
Crystal Pleasant, Kevin's wife of 36 years.
36 years. So we're here at Vibrant Church in East Brunswick, New Jersey. We meet at the schoolroom for the Temple B'nai Shalom Synagogue, and we're at 15 Fern Road, East Brunswick, New Jersey. This is our sanctuary. As you see, the uniqueness of who we are sharing this wonderful space with the community. We are really called to serve the community and provide a space that's inviting and warm. So as we take this tour, you'll see some of the uniqueness about Vibrant Church and how we have our services here.
And how vibrant our space is as well. We've chosen a family-style, relaxed atmosphere, which is unique for places of worship. So we have been in existence since Dad Pleasant founded the church in 1985, and the church was originally in Jersey City, New Jersey.
Right.
And then after 15 years, Kevin's older brother pastored, and then Kevin was actually set in as the pastor in 1998.
Yes.
We've lived here in East Brunswick since 1999, raised our 3 sons here, and have always wanted to worship where we live.
Right.
So it was during COVID when we were shut down and had time to just really think about these things, plan differently, and pray about it, that we had the idea to pursue launching the ministry in East Brunswick. Our desire was to use this as a multi-purpose room. So there are times when we have this place filled with round tables for banquets. This is pretty much our setup for Sundays. Notice the recliners and the relaxed furniture, the vibrant, bold colors.
Yes, when people come here, they always admire these unique chairs. There's usually a mad dash for who gets to sit in this chair. But they're very comfortable and very unique, and really our purpose for setting it up like this, as opposed to a traditional style church, is for people to feel at home, feel welcome, families to come. People sit at the tables, people sit in these individual chairs, people sit on the couches, and we really just have our Sunday morning family talk. Crystal and I have been involved in ministry for much of our life.
Since birth.
Yeah, sounds like since birth. And so we served in youth ministry, we served in supporting our pastors in different areas of administration, and eventually, recognized that God was calling me to a life of service, and so really spent time preparing. Subsequent to our secular education, we also went to seminary and finished our master's in pastoral care.
And mine was in biblical studies.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we're a couple that has committed our life to service of God's people, to family, to helping people to grow in their relationship with the Lord.
But we serve differently. We are a model of Aquila and Priscilla,
Yes.
who was this biblical couple in the New Testament. And they had a unique joining and served as one unit, one union, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that's kind of how we've modeled ourselves, because we believe really that's kind of what God had for us, and that's how we naturally flow. It's been confirmed many times that that's the sort of the vibe we have.
Yeah.
And so here at Vibrant Church, you'll find us sitting together like we do now.
Yeah, on our Sunday services.
On a Sunday
morning services.
service, and we call it Family Talk,
Right.
where we present messages of faith and hope for families and individuals. So on Sundays, we have our time of singing, and so we have our musicians here, and we'll have our words to the songs on the screen so that people can read and clap their hands, and there's tambourines and moving
Music,
at their seats.
Yes.
And very spirited music. And then after that, Kevin and I have a time where we sit here, and this is our form of preaching, but we actually preach together, teach together, and we call that family talk, #family talk, where we encourage people with the Word of God and touch various stages and issues of life.
Right.
Right now we're doing a series called Covenant Singles, and it's #1 is a whole number, so that singles don't feel like they're half of a person just
Right.
because they're not married.
Right.
And so,
And previous to that, we did covenant couples.
Right.
So we thought about the singles and those that are really looking to serve God and find out their purpose in life. So we had the prequel, which is Covenant Singles. We have found that we're better when we serve together.
yes.
We're more fulfilled as we serve together and really do what God has called us to do as a couple.
And the truth is, we believe that everyone carries a unique purpose.
Right.
And that they were tailor-made to fulfill whatever that purpose is. And so whatever that is always going to be better, you know.
Amen.
And for us, that identity as a modern day Aquila and Priscilla, it works for us. Although we've often been, asked to serve and do things traditionally, right? Yeah. And we've tried for a time, and we submitted for a time, and we kept our focus on what God had showed us many, many, many years ago and believed in our hearts. And so whenever we embrace or step into our destinies, it's always better and it's always good. And that's why we teach others to pursue the same thing.
So that's a little bit of our background. We've been here 2.5 years here at the East Brunswick location. And really, we've had a slow and steady growth since we've been here.
Yes, yes.
So we have been serving in ministry and really have had a church since, 2020? We have been serving, meeting in rental spaces. We were meeting in the city of New Brunswick at the Hyatt Hotel. And we, as Crystal said, we really wanted to really felt a desire, especially during and after COVID, especially after the George Floyd incident. We were seeing a lot of people of color just looking for a place to connect with, and really some of those issues coming out. And so as we've been in East Brunswick since 1999, raising children of color and really feeling the love and the warmth of this community. So we really felt God calling us out of all of that, out of COVID, out of George Floyd, out of Black Lives Matter, to really be a light in East Brunswick community. It's not always negative. We have had the privilege of raising 3 Black young men who are going on to be successful in their lives. So, and most of their achievements are the benefit of going through the EB school system. And so we wanted to plant that work right here in the city of East Brunswick. So we just began looking for spaces and inquiring, and lo and behold, through the East Brunswick Clergy Council, I met the woman that sort of manages that group, and let her know we're looking for a space. If you know of anything, let us know. And she quickly got us introduced to Rabbi Eric. And so we made that connection, understood that Temple B'nai Shalom had a need, had some empty space, was looking for people to come in to help them, and it was like just a mutual thing.
Yeah.
We were helping them, they were helping us.
They had a need and we had a need.
Yes.
Yes.
So this space was their old school, from what we understand, and that we've agreed to terms and really just came in here. They let us renovate the place and do with this place as you're seeing today, what we really wanted to do. So that was the source of us raising up this work here in the city of East Brunswick.
Yes, yes. And so it's been actually since June, so it's not quite 2 years yet. June of 2022.
Yeah, we spent some time doing renovation.
Yes, we did about, 6 months or more. Yeah, and so it's just been an answer to our prayers being here. And, a Jewish temple and then a Christian church on one property, both groups of faith, but worshiping differently. And even that's an example of unity and what peace and accepting others that are different from you, how that looks in the real world.
Right, and it can work together.
It's possible. It is possible. And so we're always looking for really God's will and, what are you doing, right? And why? And so we're grateful that a Jewish temple and a Christian church can show that we can work it out.
Yeah.
And there's a win-win situation here.
East Brunswick is a great community. There's so many great families here, so many great business owners here, so many great young people here.
Yes.
And we are just providing another option for them who want to really strengthen their faith in God, improve their service to God. And so through our years of training and development personally, we feel again that we're just equipped by God to help people from everyday walks of life.
Right.
To love God, serve God, and be a part of a vibrant community.
And we love the diversity here in our city. It's very, very diverse. And so this just happens to be the right space, the right time, the right place, and the right people.
So you can follow us through this area.
This is our visitors board. We encourage our visitors to write their names and dates of when they've come by. We actually have Bunny Watson Coleman up there who came in 2022.
Yes. And here's our offices. You can come on into our office space.
We also have meetings in here with various groups and teams.
Prayer groups, small prayer groups. This used to be a classroom. We've converted it to our office space, and so we just love, again, the uniqueness of what we do here.
So we are an eating church.
Yes.
And we always have events around food and gatherings where we're required to host meals. And we have done that in this space quite often. And so this is really a multi-use room. We have meetings in here. We have meals in here. It is also a classroom that we plan to use for our
Youth Academy.
Vibrant Kids Youth Academy.
Yes, and Sunday school. And as you see, we have some supplies in here. We're getting ready for an event that we're
Women's
calling
Brunch.
Women's Brunch, our weekend for women. And so we're just preparing for 30 to 40 women to come.
Actually 50 to 60.
50 to 60 women.
We've exceeded our numbers.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we do many events out of this space. And so, that's what's going on here.
We've seen a lot growing up in churches, and I'm from Chicago. Kevin was born in New Jersey. And, we've seen a lot of various methods of church growth. But we found that the way to really connect with people is just to be human, right? It's just to introduce yourselves, be neighborly. So we are at EB Day every year. Again, we've gone door to door in the area and introduced ourselves and gave some literature out just to let people know we're here. We are a part of, as we mentioned before, the East Brunswick Chamber. And so many people know us through that, the business leaders of our city. But even through the Clergy Council, even through the Chamber of Commerce, even though we're neighbors, here in East Brunswick for 25 years now, it's all through relationship. We That's really how we get the word out about our church and our ministry, is by meeting people. We also reach out to people who might be interested in joining through various workshops. We have separate men's and women's events throughout the year, and those are times where people gather and we address certain issues in life, or sometimes there's more fun and sports related. We have men, we have women, we have married couples events, we have youth events, we have children's events. People are looking for support in various areas. People are looking for support in their marriages, and so they're able to come here and gather with other couples and talk about some of the issues that they may face. But also we teach and again bring hope right from the Bible, from the Word of God. Be people who ultimately find their destiny and purpose, but also give back and make the world better. Make the world better. So for 10 years, we had a Vibrant Kids preschool in New Brunswick, where we serviced children from 6 weeks to 6 years old. And that's one of the reasons why this particular space was so perfect for our ministry. And we did start the process of getting this place licensed. It's a slow process based on the paperwork and some of the things that Trenton is requiring of us. But this is one of the classrooms that we currently use for children's church, but also will be used when we open the school. We've always felt that there was more inside of us, but also more that we could do. And often we wanted to serve our community, but didn't know kind of how or where or how to start. And once we found out about the Clergy Council and we became members, it was, again, another answer to prayer. It was an open door. And so we are comprised of ministry leaders of various faiths. And but again, it's not a group or organization that provides space for us to go and highlight our differences. It's where we come together to find what we have in common, so that we can be of great good to our community.
And denominations have their place, and but they also can keep us divided. And we want to, the Clergy Council, we want to demonstrate to the children of East Brunswick that even though we have different faiths, we can work together. That there is unity, there we can find places of agreement. We all are looking for faith, and faith is the plumb line that sort of keeps us all together. So we want to be a light to them, to the Clergy Council. We want to be a witness to them and show them that we are here for them, no matter what you believe, no matter what your faith might be. There's a group in the city that's praying for you, praying for their families, and really available if they need us.
You know, one of the things that's interesting about the Clergy Council is that, some are a little apprehensive in joining because they feel that being a part of the Clergy Council would call for them to deny their faith. But that's not what it does at all. It's an opportunity to live out your faith. It's an opportunity to demonstrate what you believe. It's an opportunity to come together with others and live out what we believe and live out the principles and truths that we hold dear.